back raise gets called in both spots. 227 here to the flop. And oh my God, Queen 7. Hands here with the trip queens.
The level of play in these games for the stakes that we're playing is pretty surprising. I would say it's about the equivalent of maybe a live 1-3 game at a big property here in Vegas.
Yeah, so one of the cool features for the games in WPT Global is that they limit the number of professional players to 2 per table. So you can hop in there and expect a very fair and beatable lineup.
I think I'm up about 20,000 in the cash games the last 3 days or so.
Fun cash games, can't really overstate it.
Give me action. No, you're right. You're right there.
Rampage gonna bring it in for a raise, get a couple customers here. Rampage flops a combo draw here, the Jack-10 of clubs. And he actually checks it. And I wonder if he's gonna play a check raise here. Let's see.
I want to come. Maybe
Huge combo draw.
Summer is probably the worst time to visit.
Yeah.
Winter is great.
There it is.
35,000.
Where do you want to go, Miami or Montenegro?
Miami.
Both are cool.
Stanley's gonna come in here with the gutter to the jack.
I was born in America, Boston.
Oh,
Yeah.
Celtics.
I went there the first time like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, nice. You like this?
Yeah, I love it.
Rampage here gonna check back on the queen pairs, and there's the club.
Really nice, like refreshing.
Yeah, it's kind of underrated, under talked about.
Yeah, I think it's 10 times more than cities like New York. Very nice.
Yeah.
Stanley looks like he's gonna bluff into a flush here. Yep.
Not a big
100,000.
one. I'm enjoying the series. I mean, yeah, it's great. Yeah? You're a big Miami fan.
Not huge, but like key fan, you know, I go every now and then see a game. And, yeah, it was a crazy
That
game.
ending was
Craziest game.
Were you watching him?
I was.
It was
Yeah.
sick. Yeah, I was
Rampage looking perplexed, but this is like, you got it, you got it. And there's the call. And there's another one for Rampage.
Wow.
And there's another 152,000.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I was that close.
I'm 72 kilos.
Airball here opens for a raise. Stanley, ace king off, 3 bets. Rampage gonna cold call in between with 8.
No, it's 2.2.
Okay. So like 165.
And we'll see it 3 ways here.
I don't mean to fat shame you. No, they're gonna lose.
Airball open-ended here.
I don't care. I was just talking
Stanley,
about that.
My friend.
the gut shot, and it's gonna get checked around. And there's a straight for Mr. Nick Airball. And he's gonna check it. Stanley hits top pair. No one's betting though. River brings in backdoor hearts. And Airball checks again. Checkity, checkity. Stanley now going for value here for 20,000. I think it's time for Rampage to eject, and I assume Airball is going to go for a check raise here. We'll see. I mean, backdoor hearts came. Let's see. And there it is. 75. Now we saw Stanley incorrectly fold to a check raise earlier against Pav. Here backdoor hearts come in as well. He might not be in the folding mood though.
Money saved, money earned. You're rich, Dan, but you don't gotta light another 55 on fire.
And he's gonna get paid off.
Go straight.
Nick Airball
I tried to help him, right?
winning Almost 100,000, and Wesley's going to pay the bounty.
The level of play in these games for the stakes that we're playing is pretty surprising. I would say it's about the equivalent of maybe a live 1-3 game at a big property here in Vegas.
Yeah, so one of the cool features for the games in WPT Global is that they limit the number of professional players to 2 per table. So you can hop in there and expect a very fair and beatable lineup.
I think I'm up about 20,000 in the cash games the last 3 days or so.
Fun cash games, can't really overstate it.
Hey, is that game now or was that yesterday's game?
They've replayed it like 7 times. I'm watching the same highlights.
And Pav here going to squeeze it up with Jack 7 of diamonds out of the big blind.
I can't believe they rewound the clock in exactly 30 seconds.
You don't care much about basketball, do you?
A little bit. I booked a whole bunch of that.
Stanley is coming in, though, with deuce-deuce as the original raiser.
Huh? That's when it's fun. Yeah, for sure.
That's the only way, like, I would ever get like involved in like knowing what's
75.
And ooh, back raise bluff. There's something we haven't seen this weekend. Hand's going to back raise bluff here out of the small blind. Back raise 4-bet.
I've never been placing the bets and winning. So when other people are winning on his face,
Looked like the wheels were turning. Something going on in his head. And Pav's coming in. Pav's coming in, and so is Stanley. So we got a 3-way 4-bet pot. Back raise gets called in both spots. 227 here to the flop. And oh my God, Queen 7. Hands here with the trip queens. Pav here with the 7. And Hand's gonna check.
I'm from Boston. I got buried the first 2 games of the series.
Oh man, a deuce. If a deuce were to roll off, turns a 9.
I hope they blow out last game. I had Nuggets to win the season at 12-1 pre-season.
Sniped him at a good.
12-1 was great.
He's checked it twice
You
now.
don't seem to be the guy that would hedge.
Check through again.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the last chance.
River's a king, and Hands actually has checked himself out of this hand. He probably would have got some flop value for sure, but backdoor clubs come in, rolling over cards.
I didn't realize they already won. And then I opened my sports betting account because I actually bet it.
Back raise 4-bet flop trips,
I was like, oh, what the fuck, this is cool.
but no money put in the flop,
I knew I
post
bet it,
flop.
but I didn't
Oh,
realize.
just to win the Western Conference?
Just the Western.
What a unique, random ass bet.
Okay. My phone sent me down. Or like, I was just going through and like trying to empty out the rest of my account.
Chat is going nuts over those 2 checks.
Make sure I bet you want to do that.
100.
It's gonna go 100,000 here. Yep.
He's back.
There was an uneventful action there, Hands, huh?
Yeah.
He's got 75 call.
Check.
Check, check. Yeah, well, you got 7 high, so it's hard for you to.
Above the 7, yeah.
You got the- Really?
Lock the doors, Ryan. This game is not even close to over.
Check. Check.
Oh, yeah, they're playing poker, too. Oh, Huss has a flush draw. Pav has top pair. Pot size bet. Snap. Well, Huss could definitely do some donk betting, but lucky for him, Pav has top 2. Probably going to capture a wager here. if Pav checks back and Huss has to show the king high flush for a small pot, Wesley's going to have something to say. Oh, just check for us, please, one time, Pav. Nope.
50,000.
Half pot. It's a big little flush. It's called by a fair chunk of worse hands that Pav could be betting for value. Easy raise here, I would presume.
170.
170.
You heard the man.
170,000.
Now, Pav could do something extra spicy and just rip it home. I don't know if he's going to do it, but I've seen people do it. I've seen the machine, or whatever the nerds are calling, do it. I don't know if it'll work. Yeah, when you put your chips down like that, probably not going to do it.
Should have checked the river, huh?
Yes. I don't think he's going to shove anymore. The chat wants to see the shove, but he just can't. After all of this, he can't shove. Good fold, sir.
You say it, does it?
No, I believe it. I almost check back. I don't know why I bet this in. River, right?
You rivet it?
You river.
I rivet it, yeah.
Why would I bet that?
You were like, please bet, please bet, please bet.
Yeah. He was thinking, I was like, don't check back.
The level of play in these games for the stakes that we're playing is pretty surprising. I would say it's about the equivalent of maybe a live 1-3 game at a big property here in Vegas.
Yeah, so one of the cool features for the games in WPT Global is that they limit the number of professional players to 2 per table. So you can hop in there and expect a very fair and beatable lineup.
I think I'm up about 20,000 in the cash games the last 3 days or so.
Fun cash games, can't really overstate it.
I'm interested.
We might see the biggest pot ever with these stakes.
45.
Swapping cards.
Like, our cards are both thrown here. We're not sure who's actually who, so we just grab a random card. Why does it matter?
Yeah, turn.
Well, it does if one of them stack me, because then I'm going to chuck a huge hissy fit at it. And then I make him stop the cards back, and then...
And the hand is still binding, the action's still binding, and
File a complaint to the gaming commission.
Wesley 3-bets, gets a king high board, checks back.
Oh, a wild hippo's here.
Ben, where did you find these people?
We have a new player joining us. You see him in the background. That is
Ben on his side.
Mr. Blank Check Ben. But before that, Wesley turns a flush draw, gets checked to. Is that an open door?
It's a big bet.
Pot-sized bet. Dr. Hash.
Pav top pair, gut shot, not going anywhere.
A little glance at Wesley. Knows Wesley's a little steamed up. The trap has been set since the flop.
Is Wesley gonna fire? He's got ace high, $300,000 pot.
He began with a pot-sized turn bet. I mean, if another wager comes in, I assume it's going to be a substantial one, maybe 405,000.
I'll tell him after. When I go out to eat.
No, check. 299,000 to seat number 2. Pav, check mark.
Yeah, 3 bet.
You 3 bet?
1 bet. You bet in the turn.
Oh, just check flop, 1 bet turn?
Yeah.
Big pot for 1 bet.
4 bet pot.
Oh, 4 bet.
No.
Oh, I know. Yeah, well, I mean, we're playing 2K, 4K. What do you mean? How is a 200K pot big?
Bro, I'm stoned. Oh, I thought it was more.
Well, you bet 100 each on the turn, and then 50 each.
Yeah, let's just rewind the hand histories, break them all down.